Okay, so today we're going to talk about reading, picture stories and story boxes. So reading is so important for everyone really, and picture stories are brilliant, and I am sure a lot of you at home have lots of books and picture stories that you could be using with your child. Now, a really good and a really simple activity that you could do whilst using a picture story of your own choice is to use a story box. Now, here today I have a story box. This box was actually, I had flowers in it last week and I really loved the box and I decided that I would keep it instead of throwing it out. So you can use any box really, just make sure it's a good size. And inside your story box, what the idea is, you choose a picture story not with your child to begin with. Don't let your child see the story that you're going to be doing with them, because you then are going to put in some props inside the story box and your child is going to explore these props and they are going to try and guess what the story could be about. Perhaps they might guess the title of the picture story. And it's really good for getting their little thinking caps on, getting them to come up with their own ideas, and then you can actually reveal the story to your child. So I have chosen a picture story today. I don't have it in front of me, it's hidden away, but we will look at it in a moment. But inside my story box, I have some clues about the story. So let's see if you at home can perhaps think about what the story could be about today. So my first clue inside my story box, I have a football boot. Now, you are going to think at home with your mummy or whoever's looking after you, what could this story be about? Could somebody be playing football in this story? Might there be a huge football match that everybody's going to go and watch? Have a little think and you come up with your own idea. Okay, then you go on to the next prop. So the next little prop, oh, it's a secret card. And in my secret card, I have a picture of a football. Oh, so I had a football boot. I've got a football, so there's definitely going to be a football match or something related to football in my picture book today. Okay. So let's have another little look. Oh, I have a pencil, a pen, a highlighter. Where might we use a pencil, a pen and a highlighter? What place might we use all of those things? So that might give you a clue about where our story is actually set today. And I have one more little clue in my story box, and it's another secret card. So inside my secret card, I have a word, and the word that I have today is enormous. Now at this stage you could ask your child, do you know what the word enormous means? Okay, so they should be able to tell you that it just means the same as something that is big. At this stage, you could challenge your child further and say, can you think of anything that is enormous? So they might say a tire. They might say a dinosaur. If they know the story of the enormous turnip, they might say the enormous turnip. So something in our story today is enormous. Or this word enormous is going to appear when we are reading our story today. So basically, once you have explored all of the props inside your story box, you can have more props than that if you wish. You can have fewer, it's totally up to you. Then it is time to go and reveal the picture story to your child and you will see if any of your clues were correct. Okay, so once you have explored your story box, then it's time to reveal your picture story. So today here is my picture story and I have made sure that all of the clues in my story box, which I've already showed you, are related to what's inside this book.
Now, when you are introducing any picture story, any novel, any guided reading book to your child, it's very important that we focus in on keywords. For example, predictions, blurb, front cover. We will encourage them to be a picture detective. And this is my little word window, which I will explain to you about in a moment. Now, always focus first on the front cover, and that's the time where your child can make further predictions. So when we predict something, I always say to my class, it just means we have a little guess. So here we are going to make some predictions about what this book is going to be about based on the front cover. So I can see some colourful spiders. I can see a big web. I can see a football, just like our story box. So maybe these spiders are going to be playing football. And where might they be playing football at? Oh, there's another clue. There's a pencil and a sharpener. So maybe these spiders are in school. That could be the setting for our storybook today. Now, once you've discussed the front cover, then it's important to look at the title. So the title of our book is called Spinderella. Oh, that sounds like another fairy tale character that I know, Cinderella. Maybe this spider is going to be a little bit like Cinderella. We'll have to wait and find out. Now, once you've discussed the title of your book, it's very important then to discuss the author. So who has written the book? And today it is Julia Donaldson, and she is a very famous children's author, and I'm sure that many of you have read her books before, like The Gruffalo and things like that. So once you've discussed the whole front cover, then it's important to turn to the back of your book. And again, the back of the book is called the blurb, and it gives us more clues. So read the blurb for your child to let them listen and try to think further again what the book could be about. Now, when reading any picture story, it's so important that you use really good expression in your voice, because your child needs to really develop a love for reading, so it'll encourage them to pick up a book and actually read for themselves. So, Spinderella has a passion for football, but she's not sure how many spiders should be on each team or how to count the goals. Luckily, Spinderella's hairy godmother is on hand to help. So then it's time for you to actually start reading your book. Now, I'm not going to read through this book today because I want you to choose your own book. This is just to give you the ideas. But I just want to talk to you about a picture detective and our word window. So you could begin to read the book for your child. The children of Scuttleton Primary School were eating their dinner. Fish fingers, potatoes and peas. Question your children at this stage. Oh, that sounds like a yummy dinner. What's your favourite dinner to eat? So that allows the children to feel like they're really involved and they're a part of the story. Get them to be a picture detective. Look at the picture. Look all around. What do they see? I see a dinner lady. I see the teacher. I see this little boy. Oh, he's messing around. He's not eating his dinner. I see the spiders. They're on top of the light. I wonder what they're doing up there. So lots and lots of discussion around the book is really important. Now, this little word window I made in 1 minute. Just a piece of card, and I cut a little hole in the middle. So basically, I would use the word window to highlight tricky words for your child. So high above them, the spiders of Scuttleton Primary School were eating their dinner. Flies, flies and flies. How many flies have we got today, Mum? So I could just put my word window down here. And here in my word window, I have 3 words. Have we got? Get your child to look through the word window and see if they can read their tricky words. So all very simple ideas, but they just help make reading a picture story a little bit more exciting, and there are so many skills there that your child is developing. So hopefully that was of some help and you enjoyed it.